Stamp duty in the United Kingdom has been heavily reduced. People are saving some serious money with this stamp duty holiday because less of it is being put in the government's pocket and more of it is being directed towards where it's actually needed the most, your property. I made a recent video on this, so if you guys are curious about how much stamp duty you're going to pay now compared to before, then make sure to go down to the description box below because I've left a link for that video down there. But in that video though, I mentioned how I'm going to be saving 10k for this next property that I'm about to get as we speak. But ever since that time of recording, things have slightly changed, guys. Instead of saving 10k, it works out that we're actually saving 22k. Yeah, I know. It's a crazy amount of savings with these new stamp duty rates. But as much as I'm, and pretty much everyone in the property industry is talking about positive things associated with these new stamp duty rates, I do see some niggling issues associated with it too that I don't really see anyone talking about. So that's why I present this video to you guys, because I'm going to be discussing the bad things. Yes, I said it, the bad things associated with the new stamp duty in the United Kingdom. If you guys like the sound of this, then make sure to smash that like button, share it too, and subscribe with the notification bell on as well. Not only is this a way for me to know that all of the time and effort I put into making these videos is really helping you guys out there, but it's also to ensure that you guys don't miss out on any new content in the future just like this one. Right, back to the subject at hand. A big problem that I can see associated with the new stamp duty in the United Kingdom has to be related to the high demand for properties that we're seeing right now as we speak. You see, the government set out a deadline, guys, by the 31st of March 2021. That is the date upon which property buyers can no longer fully utilize these temporarily low stamp duty rates. So after that date, the idea is that stamp duty will go back up to where it was. So for me, for example, I could kiss that 22k saving goodbye if I end up getting this property after that 31st of March 2021 date. But what a lot of people are not talking about is that the mortgage process and in general, the process of getting a property is a very tedious one. It can take 1 to 2 months under normal conditions, but under COVID-19 conditions, it can take several times longer. And the potential for some serious backlog has caused some very important people / companies to set their own personal deadlines, and earlier, significantly earlier than the 31st of March 2021. Yes, it has been reported that some property solicitors are setting their own deadline as early as the 15th of December 2020, guys. So any new applicants after that deadline, guys, they're not going to be able to fully utilize these new lower stamp duty rates. That's literally 3.5 months before the official deadline on the 31st of March 2020. And if they're doing it, you can imagine the other influential people / companies you have to rely on to get a property in the very first place setting their own earlier deadlines too, just so that they can meet the official one on the 31st of March 2021. Unfortunately from this, I can see a lot of property buyers getting caught out, unable to fully utilize the new stamp duty in the United Kingdom because they're so fixated on the 31st of March 2021 when really they should have focused on the earlier time frames that everyone else is setting instead. My piece of advice, guys, don't leave it last minute. Get started ASAP. Another issue that I can see arising, I kind of alluded to it in my previous stamp duty video, and it's basically that not everyone equally benefits from the stamp duty rates being lowered, guys. It's unequal. Some people actually end up benefiting more with the new stamp duty in the United Kingdom compared to others. Arguably, the people who benefit the least and might even be a bit ticked off that the stamp duty rates have been lowered are the first-time buyers. Why? Well, it's because with or without the stamp duty holiday, they still would have been making a savings, guys, because stamp duty in the United Kingdom is heavily reduced for first-time buyers regardless. So then this truly means that first-time buyers aren't gaining as much of a benefit with the new lower stamp duty rates as much as other people are. You know, people that are buying their second, third, fourth, and so on property. This is what I mean by the benefits of the new lower stamp duty rates aren't equally distributed. And my final issue with the new stamp duty in the United Kingdom has to be the ripple effect that it's had on the property market, guys. You see, I believe that there are two main things that are causing these house prices to rise so drastically over here in the UK. The very main thing I mentioned in my property prices during recession video. I've left the link down in the description box below. If you guys want to find out what that is, then make sure to watch that video there. But it's also undeniable too, the effects that stamp duty holiday has had on the property market. All of this combined has caused property prices to rise, and drastically too. So my thing is, as much as we're gaining now from the reduced stamp duty in the United Kingdom, are we really gaining in the long run because we're having to pay inflated prices? This is why you need to be really cautious right now, because a lot of people are fixated on taking their first 10 steps ahead, but they're not really thinking about the 10 steps that they're taking backwards too. It's clear to see that as a whole, there are some things to be wary of with the new stamp duty in the United Kingdom. But what I would say though, if you do adequate due diligence and you're proactive, guys, then the pros outweigh the cons. I hope this video has really helped you guys out there. If it has, then make sure to smash that like button, share this video too, and subscribe with the notification bell on as well, guys. It's your favorite YouTuber, DS Learn Finance, financially educating you guys to freedom. For the beginners, by for the beginner, every Sunday at 3 p.m. Have a great day, guys. Bye.
Whoa.